And this is why I love 50 Cent. If you guys don't follow 50 Cent on IG, like, what are you doing? It's time. He is so funny. And I don't know if you guys just saw his latest post.
Don't trust nobody. In Hollywood, specifically, when you get there, a lot of people don't know how to say no. That's the difference between New York City and California.
The world of celebrity feuds is no stranger to fiery exchanges, shocking allegations, and jaw-dropping headlines. But the ongoing clash between 50 Cent and Jay-Z has reached an entirely new level. This isn't just another petty squabble over record sales or industry bragging rights. This time, it's personal. Two rap legends, each a towering figure in the music world, are back in the spotlight. But this time, it's not their music that's making waves. Instead, the drama revolves around explosive accusations and 50 Cent's relentless social media antics, all aimed directly at Jay-Z. What makes this feud even more intriguing is its timing. These sharp jabs are landing just as Jay-Z faces a whirlwind of legal battles that threaten to shake the very foundation of his empire.
If that's part of the indictment, that's somewhat like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak-offs. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're going to do it again. That ain't going to make it with the government or nobody.
It all began with a red carpet appearance that had everyone buzzing. Jay-Z, accompanied by his wife Beyoncé and daughter Blue Ivy, stepped out for the premiere of the highly anticipated film Mufasa, The Lion King. On the surface, it appeared to be a wholesome family moment, a picture-perfect outing. But the internet was quick to bring up the elephant in the room, the swirling allegations against Jay-Z. These claims, now spotlighted in a recently amended lawsuit, accuse the rap icon of misconduct from over 2 decades ago. Jay-Z has fiercely denied the accusations, dismissing them as a blatant attempt at blackmail. However, the timing of his high-profile appearance didn't sit well with many, including none other than 50 Cent.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men at a video.
Never one to hold back, 50 Cent wasted no time turning the moment into a stage for his signature brand of trolling. In a now-deleted post that sent social media into a frenzy, he quipped, Jay said, "They said I did something crazy. Everybody get dressed. We going to salsa, lol." Dripping with sarcasm, the remark was a direct jab at Jay-Z's decision to attend the premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King, despite the serious allegations swirling around him. And let's face it, 50 Cent's ability to turn even the gravest situations into punchlines is unmatched. But is this just another chapter in their decades-long rivalry, or is something deeper fueling 50's relentless commentary? To understand the layers of this latest attack, we need to revisit the accusations themselves. The lawsuit, initially filed months ago, was recently amended to include Jay-Z's name alongside another high-profile music mogul. The alleged incident dates back to an after-party following a major awards show in 2000. According to the accuser, she was lured into a private setting where a series of events unfolded that she claims left her deeply traumatized. While the details remain under wraps due to the accuser's anonymity, the allegations are grave enough to have ignited public outrage and a media firestorm. Jay-Z, however, has vehemently denied these claims, issuing a statement accusing the opposing legal team of attempting to extort him.
In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?"
In his statement, Jay-Z didn't mince words, calling the situation a calculated attempt to exploit his name and tarnish his reputation. He went further, directly calling out the accuser's lawyer, alleging that the entire case was built on a web of lies aimed at pressuring him into a settlement. "I'm not from your world," Jay-Z wrote, referencing the legal maneuvers he claims are being used against him. "We have very strict codes and honor. We protect people, not exploit them." Despite his strong denial, the court of public opinion remains split. While some have rallied in his defense, others are questioning the timing of the allegations and his measured response.
With just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial, I just read a teeny part of it, it's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible?
Amid this whirlwind of controversy, 50 Cent has firmly positioned himself as both commentator and instigator. And let's be honest, he's been playing this role for years. His history of taking jabs at Jay-Z is well documented, but this latest round of trolling seems to take things to a whole new level. Some speculate that 50 Cent's relentless focus on the allegations is a calculated move to disrupt Jay-Z's narrative of innocence. Others believe it's simply 50 being 50, seizing every opportunity to dominate the conversation and remind the world why he's the undisputed king of keeping things messy. This isn't the first time 50 Cent has turned social media into his personal battleground. Over the years, he's built a reputation as one of the most outspoken figures in entertainment. From feuds with fellow rappers to highly publicized disputes with members of his own family, his online presence has become a masterclass in stirring the pot. In this case, 50's posts about Jay-Z go beyond mere mockery. They're about capitalizing on a moment of vulnerability. And if there's one thing 50 Cent knows how to do, it's seize an opportunity and make sure everyone is watching while he does it.
And that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally.
What's particularly fascinating is how 50 Cent has framed his comments, cleverly referencing Mufasa and turning the red carpet moment into a punchline. While the situation itself is far from humorous, 50 has managed to inject his signature sarcasm, sparking a mix of reactions. To some, his approach is wildly inappropriate, especially given the gravity of the allegations. But to others, it's a reminder of 50 Cent's unique knack for cutting through the noise with biting commentary that keeps people talking. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that 50 Cent knows how to stay relevant. And this latest stunt is just another example of his ability to dominate the conversation, regardless of the controversy.
Now, with respect to the evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right? More than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress.
Of course, this isn't just about 50 Cent and his social media antics. The feud between him and Jay-Z runs much deeper, rooted in years of competition, ego clashes, and public spats. Their relationship has always been complicated, to say the least. While they've collaborated on projects in the past and even shared the stage during their early careers, their dynamic has been anything but friendly. In many ways, their rivalry represents a clash of two very different approaches to fame and success. Jay-Z, with his polished image and sharp business acumen, has built an empire that extends far beyond music. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has carved out a niche as a provocateur, unafraid to ruffle feathers and openly challenge his peers. What's fascinating is how these contrasting approaches have played out in this latest chapter of their feud. True to form, Jay-Z has addressed the allegations with a carefully crafted public relations strategy. His statements have been measured and deliberate, aiming to reinforce his image as a family man and cultural icon. On the other hand, 50 Cent has taken the opposite route, turning the controversy into a spectacle and using it as fuel for his online persona. It's a stark contrast that underscores the fundamental differences between the two, and it's precisely what makes their feud so compelling to watch.
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right?
As if the tension between them wasn't enough, the situation is further complicated by their shared history with another controversial figure, Diddy. The music mogul, who has faced his own share of legal troubles, often finds himself caught in the crossfire of 50 Cent's online jabs. In fact, some of 50 Cent's recent posts about Jay-Z have included subtle digs at Diddy, creating a tangled web of rivalries that keeps fans and critics alike glued to their screens. It's almost as if 50 Cent is playing a high-stakes game of chess, strategically targeting his adversaries while ensuring the spotlight stays firmly on him.
And this guy,
50's not to be.
No, don't.
50's not to be.
With Fifth, y'all don't even. Fifth is
Play around if you want to.
Fifth is different.
And he's on.
But why now? Why has 50 Cent chosen this moment to ramp up the intensity with Jay-Z? Some speculate that it's all part of a larger plan to capitalize on the headlines, positioning himself as a central figure in the ongoing drama. Others believe it's a deeply personal vendetta fueled by years of animosity and competition. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: 50 Cent isn't backing down anytime soon. As the legal battle continues to unfold, you can bet he'll be there, ready to weigh in with his signature brand of commentary. As the dust settles on this latest chapter of drama, one can't help but wonder, what's next for these two rap icons? Will Jay-Z manage to clear his name and reclaim his status as an untouchable force in the industry? Or will 50 Cent's relentless trolling continue to chip away at his carefully crafted image? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. With 50 Cent in the mix, expect plenty more twists, turns, and Instagram posts to keep the drama alive.
You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased.
Let's dive even deeper into the tangled web of animosity, rivalry, and drama that continues to define 50 Cent's relentless campaign against his industry peers. If you thought the first chapter of this saga was intense, buckle up, because the story only gets more twisted from here. At the center of it all is 50 Cent's unique ability to weaponize his personality and platform, keeping his rivals on their toes. To truly understand how he's managed to turn his feud with Jay-Z into a public spectacle, we must also examine his long-standing history of conflict with another polarizing figure, Diddy. 50 Cent's feud with Diddy is the stuff of rap lore, filled with years of barbs, subtle digs, and outright accusations. While their rivalry initially appeared rooted in competition, it's clear there's something much deeper fueling the fire. Diddy, too, has been embroiled in his own share of controversies lately, and 50 Cent has wasted no time connecting the dots between Diddy's alleged wrongdoings and Jay-Z's current predicament. In fact, some fans speculate that 50 Cent's recent attacks on Jay-Z are part of a larger strategy to expose what he sees as a pattern of behavior among the industry's elite. Others believe it's just 50 Cent being, well, 50 Cent, always finding a way to insert himself into the conversation and keep the spotlight firmly on him.
The Gina shoe outsold the Sean Carter shoe 6-1. I made over $80 million during the RBK time.
What's fascinating about 50 Cent's approach is how he manages to balance humor, criticism, and outright mockery in a way that keeps people talking. Take, for example, his commentary on Diddy's infamous parties over the years. 50 Cent has made it abundantly clear that he wants nothing to do with the gatherings Diddy has hosted. "That's why I don't be going to those puffy parties," he famously quipped during a concert last year. You hug somebody from the front and somebody from the back at the same time? For 50 Cent, these comments aren't just jokes. They're calculated moves designed to paint Diddy in a certain light. As Diddy's legal troubles have continued to escalate, those remarks have taken on a new level of significance.
I don't think he's aware of his presentation. You know, there's an adjustment. There's something that's happening that's different about him and the way people.
But here's where things get even more interesting. 50 Cent has reportedly been working on a Netflix documentary titled Diddy Do It, which promises to explore the allegations and scandals surrounding Diddy in excruciating detail. According to sources, the project is being marketed as a damning expose, with 50 Cent and his team vowing to give a voice to the voiceless. Even the title of the documentary plays on words designed to make viewers question the very nature of Diddy's public persona. While it's unclear when the series will drop, one thing is certain: it's already generating buzz, especially among fans eager to see how 50 Cent will tackle such a controversial subject. The idea of 50 Cent producing a documentary about one of his biggest rivals is audacious to say the least, but it speaks to his ability to control the narrative. By positioning himself as a truth teller, 50 Cent has managed to keep the focus on his rivals while deflecting attention away from his own controversies. It's a masterstroke of public relations, a move that allows him to dominate the conversation without ever having to defend his own actions. Let's not forget, this isn't the first time 50 Cent has turned a feud into content. His history of using his platform to air grievances is well documented, from his infamous Instagram rants to his now iconic interviews where he casually drags his peers. For 50 Cent, the feud isn't just personal, it's business. And as they say, business is booming.
Tim, you're aware of international. You are like Flex here. I've always said that, I always felt like that, right?
But what about Jay-Z? How does he fit into this larger narrative? Some fans believe that 50 Cent's recent attacks on Jay-Z are a way of doubling down on his rivalry with Diddy. After all, the two have been linked in the public eye for years, not just because of their shared history in the music industry, but also due to their pursued roles as gatekeepers of hip-hop. By going after Jay-Z, 50 Cent is essentially taking aim at the entire system, one he's long accused of being corrupt, exploitative, and out of touch. While Jay-Z has largely remained silent on the matter, his decision to attend the red carpet premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King, has only added fuel to the fire.
Just different things that's not really beef though, that's just competitive.
Competitiveness.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really like that.
For 50 Cent, the timing of Jay-Z's appearance couldn't have been more perfect. It gave him the ammunition he needed to turn the spotlight back on his rival, all while continuing to stoke the flames of his feud with Diddy. Let's be honest, 50 Cent's comments weren't just about Jay-Z. They were about the entire image that Jay-Z and Diddy have worked so hard to cultivate. By mocking Jay-Z's decision to attend a family-friendly event in the midst of a legal scandal, 50 Cent was essentially calling out what he sees as hypocrisy. How are you going to show up to a premiere like everything's fine when the streets are talking? That's the subtext of 50 Cent's remarks, and it resonates with fans who feel like the industry's elite are often shielded from the consequences of their actions. 50 Cent's criticism isn't just directed at Jay-Z and Diddy, it's also aimed at the culture that enables them. In interviews and social media posts, he's repeatedly called out what he sees as a double standard in the industry, where certain figures are allowed to operate with impunity while others are held to a different standard. They protect their own, he's said on more than one occasion, hinting at a network of influence that goes far beyond music. Whether or not there's any truth to these claims is up for debate, but one thing's for sure, 50 Cent isn't afraid to say what others won't. That's part of what makes him such a compelling figure, even when his methods are controversial.
The documentary, I think a lot of people thought that he was just joking around. It turns out he's not, so this is actually a real project that's being made under his G-Unit movie.
Of course, not everyone is on board with 50 Cent's approach. Critics have accused him of being opportunistic, using other people's scandals to boost his own profile. While there's certainly an argument to be made here, it's also worth noting that 50 Cent has a track record of being right about these things. Remember when he predicted that Diddy's legal troubles would eventually catch up to him? Or when he hinted that there was more to Jay-Z's story than meets the eye? Whether through intuition, insider knowledge, or sheer luck, 50 Cent has a knack for being ahead of the curve, and that's part of what makes his commentary so hard to ignore, even when it's wrapped in layers of sarcasm and humor. But what's the end game here? That's the question on everyone's mind. For 50 Cent, the feud with Jay-Z and Diddy isn't just about settling old scores, it's about cementing his legacy as a disruptor. By taking on two of the biggest names in the industry, he's positioning himself as an outsider who's unafraid to challenge the status quo. In today's media landscape, where controversy often equals clicks, that's a powerful position to be in. Whether he's trolling on Instagram, producing documentaries, or dropping hints about his rival's alleged misdeeds, 50 Cent knows how to keep the narrative focused on him. And as long as people are talking, he's winning.
Look, they once worked together a long time ago. They're not friends now. They don't like each other. And yeah, 50 has taken every shot, especially when Diddy has been down.
As the drama continues to unfold, one can't help but wonder, what's next for 50 Cent? Jay-Z and Diddy? Will the documentary Diddy Do It actually come to fruition? And if it does, what kind of impact will it have on the industry? More importantly, how will Jay-Z respond to 50 Cent's relentless trolling? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain. This story is far from over. With 50 Cent at the helm, you can expect plenty more twists, turns, and shocking revelations in the weeks and months to come. If there's one thing we've learned from all of this, it's that in the world of celebrity feuds, anything is possible. So, what do you think? Is 50 Cent's relentless trolling of Jay-Z just another publicity stunt? Or is there something deeper at play? And how do you think Jay-Z will respond to these ongoing jabs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this high-stakes drama. Until next time, stay tuned and keep the conversation going.